get lost inside my thoughts, and when I start to think, oh, the toe closest starts to end up on the brink. I tried so hard, but all these scars, they cut so deep I bleed. I fell so fast from heaven, it's like someone clipped my wings. Now I'm falling, and I can't see the ground. Can we stop this gravity? It keeps bringing me down. I can't breathe, and I don't wanna die. Can we stop this gravity? 'Cause I don't wanna say goodbye. I forgive the pain you gave to me so long ago. Sleepless nights I laid awake just begging to let go. I almost got to suicidal thoughts, but you stepped in. An angel sent from heaven showed me how to live again. Now I'm falling, and I can't see the ground. Can we stop this gravity? It keeps bringing me down. I can't breathe, and I don't wanna die. Can we stop this gravity? 'Cause I don't wanna say goodbye. My love, I'm gone. I need to be strong. The darkness had tried to swallow me. Some days I fall, but I hear your call. I pray I don't hit the ground. Gravity. 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 Gravity.
I'm Zach.
I'm Aaron.
How's it going?
So make sure your audio is good, Brandon. Yeah, we got nothing on you. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Like, I just heard me go, I'm Zach. I heard Aaron go, I'm Aaron. And I heard John go, how's it going? Waiting for it.
There we go.
Every single time.
Dude, it wasn't muted. That's the problem. And I made sure of it this time. So, well, intro got botched. Oh well. Well, we got some news. We got a special guest.
There we go.
All this. So we're ready to rock and roll today. So, how's everybody doing lately? Let us know. Zach, so what's on the agenda today? What is this news and everything else?
Well, how do we want to do this? Do you want to go just through our stuff since the last stream, or do you want to let John introduce himself?
Yeah, we can do that first. We can let him go.
All right. I'm John Tiffany. I've been bowling in this area for 26 years, and bowled high school for Owego. And high game is 300, high average is 221, and high series is 796.
I thought for sure you hit 800. Even though I'm pretty sure we talked about the fact that you didn't last night.
No, the 796 was actually the night of the 300. So
That's right, because you were telling me about that too. It was like,
yeah,
what were the other scores again? It was 300.
236, 260, 300.
That's right.
Whew.
Ooh.
Damn.
With, of course, none other than
Storm.
Zen Ball Good.
Yeah, it's 900 Global Zen.
Damn.
Yes, us motive guys let Storm guys on every once in a while. No, I'm kidding. Those of you who've been following the channel for a while know that we all used to be Storm.
Yep.
And I used to be Motive.
Hey,
I was motive
Welcome
before they
to
pulled me to
Full
Storm.
Yeah.
so was I, actually. I threw motive in high school.
Yeah. I threw Storm in high school, and then I was like, my rev rate, everything was doing the same, and I said, I gotta change something up.
Hi, Jess. Thanks
Yeah,
for
hi,
joining
Jess.
us.
What's up?
Hey, Jess. Yeah, so I think John is the only one of us with a sanctioned 300.
Yep.
I've done it quite a few times. Brandon, you've done it twice?
Twice. Three
Twice.
times? Three. One in green. Yeah.
One at green, one at ideal?
One at Ideal and one at Ripix.
Yep.
And they were all non-sanctioned, so.
Yep.
Nothing too
Yeah,
special.
And Aaron's got the gooser.
Got a big old goose egg.
You know, I used to think I would never get it, and then all of a sudden, I had a hot streak. It'll come.
Oh,
yeah.
It'll come.
I thought I was gonna have it last night, honestly.
Yeah, you look great. You look great last night.
I didn't even look.
Oh, go
I
ahead.
didn't even feel too bad on that 197 game, honestly. That was
I just felt so bad because you had such a great first game, and only lost that first game by a few pins.
yeah, like 16, I think.
16. Yeah, 16 pins. And we were joking like he's got to get 177 back to back if we're gonna have enough handicap to get that first game back. And your ball just stopped carrying.
Yeah.
I was like, oh god, I hope he really doesn't get that 177. Would have
What,
been.
what was it? 4 or 5 pocket 10 pins in a row that
Oh, yeah.
shouldn't have been there.
Yeah.
Oh, that hurts.
So I didn't have the 177, but I had a 197.
Yes, and then you jump back up to a 247.
Yeah.
Clean through 2 games, right?
Yeah. So the only open I had was a 3-6-10 in like the 4th frame or something of the second game. That was the only open I had all night.
Look
That's-
at you, good bowler.
At Midway, no less. I know you.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, at
Yeah.
Midway nonetheless.
Yeah. I texted these guys. I texted Aaron. I'm like, so guess what I did first game? What? 278. He goes, huh? I'm like, at Midway with the recoil.
Yep.
He's like, huh?
Just sends you the mind blown emoji. Just.
Oh yeah, and then he says it's in the first bay.
Yeah,
Lanes
and I
5
told
and
him that we were
6.
on 5 and 6.
Oh
I feel like
God.
Aaron, I feel like you would have been more shocked if we were on 1 and 2.
Yeah.
5 and 6 was my struggle pair throughout the summer league.
That's true. It was for you, wasn't it? That's true.
1 and 2, everything just jumped. 5 and 6, you had super inconsistent carry.
Yeah.
Which is ironic because that's actually where I threw my 300 was 5 and 6.
It might be the lucky pair. What the hell?
It might be. So from
Might
now
be.
on, John, I'm only gonna sub for you guys, and when you're bowling on 5 and 6, no, I'm kidding.
Okay, duly noted.
I would say I'm available, but I bowl at Ripix on Thursdays.
That's
I'm
all right.
open
That
on
Tavern League's a
Thursdays.
solid league.
Oh yeah. I mean,
I see.
I'm not even subbing technically. I'm more of a permanent.
You're a permanent sub right now.
Uh-huh.
I say because technically I'm Wenner's 6th man, but he just never needs a sub. So I'm like, okay. That frees
Or
me
if he
up to
does,
pull up.
is
Or if he does, he's
Does
already
his
picking
book,
up somebody else before you, anyways.
there's always people right there.
Yeah.
All I know is I'm eligible for the in-house tournament, so I can defend my title.
I told you I'm coming for that.
Bring it.
You don't want that. You know it.
Dude, if I keep doing what I'm doing the rest of the season and only build up from here, you don't want it. Ring, progressive.
Yeah,
What's
one of my
pizza?
friends is trying to call me through Facebook Messenger.
What the fuck?
Maybe just a mistake.
Right.
No.
Nah, not the ones that call him. Hell
No,
no.
she's calling just a bullshit about something.
So, Zach, I forgot to tell you, they updated the standings from last night.
Oh, did they?
So, yeah, so going into last night, we were 5 points ahead of second.
Okay.
As of this morning, we are 24 and a half points ahead of second.
Holy
go.
shit.
So as long as we, don't lose more than 21 points, I think we've clinched it. It's a 30-point system.
Damn.
So,
Well,
Oh,
I'm glad I could.
Oh.
I'm glad I could help.
yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
Jess has got a question for John. John, since you're a Storm guy, thoughts on the new Storm balls?
I'm really looking forward to the exotic gem. I'm actually hoping to throw it tomorrow at Ripix Demo Day. My favorite right now is the reality check. I really like that. At first, the Night Road was catching a lot of hell. Didn't look very good, but it was that 4K fast. Actually, no. Not the 4K fast. It looked awesome with the 4K fast. But it was 4,000 grit out of box, and that didn't look good. Phase 5, I've been hearing a lot of positive things about. My buddy John French actually threw 300, 800 his first night with it.
My gosh.
Wow.
Of course, Frenchie did. Of all people.
Yeah.
Oh, great, fantastic bowler. Zenu's good. A lot of people were expecting true urethane out of it, but it's still a pretty good reactive blend. I'm trying to think of what else is pretty current. The Revenant's coming out, I believe, early next year, and that's supposed to be the Spectre.
Yeah.
and then there's another one coming out. It's brand new core, and that's
I think it's the Absolute. I think.
Yeah, it's an ASIM.
It's an ASIM. Okay.
Yep.
I was like, 'cause I looked it up, and yeah, Aaron was saying it kind of looks like the core looks like the timeless insignia. I'm like, a little bit.
No, that's
Yeah.
what you were
Holy
saying.
crap!
I
Or
know.
maybe somebody said it. You
I
see
did.
who's in the
I
comments
did.
here?
I did. Wait. Yo, hold up.
Fatty and Fro.
Fatty and Fro are in here. Well, what's
I'm
up?
not sure if that's.
I'm not sure if
him
that's.
or Alex. But
Yeah.
what's going on?
Well, damn.
Yeah, like I was talking with you, John, about it. Like, you know, depending on the weather and stuff. I mean, even though I mostly throw them over, I'd still go to it just because I know there's a Brunswick demo day coming up. That I'm like, you know, I'm signed or anything. Why not throw a little bit of everything? At least throw it, even if I don't own it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I think I don't even know if what they're charging for it, but it's worth it just to test out the new stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, when they did it last year, we bowled like 5 games. And we tested all of the equipment except for one, and it was only because they had it drilled for 2-handed only.
Was that when he had like the Spectre and the Zen Master and all that?
Yep, he had all those.
That was a High Road Max.
It was actually the Zen Master that was only drilled for 2-handed.
I found one that was drilled one-handed.
Yeah, so
Was
did
it?
I think it was the High Road. I think Aaron's right. I think it was the High Road Max that they had drilled two-handed.
Yeah.
But that was because that's what they were using for fitting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that makes sense. I just remember there was green on the ball, so that makes sense then.
Yep.
Merry
Woodcocks.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Yes.
Christmas.
Yep, saw you were live from Facebook. Figured I'd tune in. Merry Christmas. Yeah, Merry
I
Christmas
we
to you
were
too.
over on Facebook, but hey, appreciate it.
No, we're not. I posted.
Oh, you post? Okay, that's how. I got you. But like I said, I know that there's a Brunswick coming out that I think that there's gonna be like 17 or 18 balls at. I'm like, okay. Because if that's the case, one word. Cuda.
Yeah, legitimately Cuda.
I'm actually looking at the Hellcat.
Hellcat, Defender Hybrid.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even mind throwing the one if it's there.
Yeah, I'm looking at other big solids. Some of the motive solids are not matching up well with me right now. They're either being too skid flippy and not really traction.
Not really picking up.
Yeah, not really reading mid lane for me.
Jess says get the ambush.
Strictly you get an ambush.
Like,
Aaron.
just strictly you getting the ambush.
Okay.
Because here's my thing. I think I might actually pass on the ambush. I know it's a new cover, but from what I've seen, it looks fairly controllable on synthetic, but it looks like on wood, it's going to hook at your freaking toes.
Yeah.
And being the fact that at least this year we all bowl on wood. Well, Aaron doesn't, but it's like you and I go, Brandon. Like we bowl on wood primarily. I don't think, at least right now, it would be a smart choice.
Not at all.
Give me a few weeks. I gotta get my new toy drilled here shortly.
Oh yeah, I still gotta get my toy drilled too. Shit.
I've got technically I've got 5, but 2 of which I don't need, or 3 of which I don't need to, and the other 2 I'm still contemplating if I'm gonna set up. Rocky's trying to talk me into drilling both of them.
I'm drilling a launch. I'm getting a ripcord launch.
That's one of the ones he's trying to talk me into drilling, and then the carbide is the other one.
Hey, I'm still waiting
launch.
for my Christmas/birthday gift, boys. So
We're working on it.
I know.
That's on my to purchase list. Also,
Give us time.
speaking of
Oh, I
Christmas
know.
presents, did you get Zach his?
No, not yet. As I go down to his house tomorrow, I plan on it.
Are you just giving it to him as an early Christmas gift?
Yep, pretty much.
Okay.
All right, I'm trying to think what else we got.
All right, so. Well, we got the Pro AM to talk about, and that'd strictly be me. Sweepers.
Go for it.
Do we want to go with sweepers?
Either that, or if you want to go on the Pro-Am, go for the Pro-Am.
All right. Well, I ended up doing the Pro AM at Ripix Carousel Lanes out in Binghamton. It was actually very interesting. I got to bowl with Jason Sterner. Can't remember the one guy's name to save my life. And I had a nice conversation with Anthony and Sterner myself, and I didn't even approach them. They approached me. Which would lead up into the next thing. I mean, I only shot 648 in that, but still. Not that good. Compared to everything else. But, which leads up to one other thing that Anthony Newer said to me for us three, that he wants to bowl on the same pair as us at the next Chacos down in PA. Whether or not he keeps his word, beyond me. But it was interesting to hear, which is a nice thing, because he knew who.
Say that they want to bowl with us.
Yeah, he knew who I was. He approached me and he asked, which was awesome. Cool.
Yeah, didn't you
That's
say that
impressive.
he at least mentioned at least you and I, if not Aaron as well, by name?
No, he said you and the boys.
Oh, you at first you had said that he at least mentioned me, but
Which
either way,
that ought to
it's
be.
still-
It'll
either
be
way, it's
interesting.
Still insane.
Yeah.
So pending weather, we're probably gonna be going on to the Chacos probably coming January.
15th.
15th.
Another
Pending
vlog.
weather.
Another vlog.
John,
Oh,
you do Chacos at all, or?
No. I honestly have never been there. I should, though. It's actually my New Year's resolution to get out and compete more.
All right, January 15th.
January 15th.
All
Book
right.
it.
It's 35 bucks. 4 games across 4 different pairs.
Sport.
Usually it's a sport, kind of funky looking pattern. Like, what was the one that you did, Brandon? Obese pigeon? I
Yeah,
think
the
it was?
obese pigeon, and I shot 806. I missed cut by
Oh.
14.
Yeah, so I mean, you were plus over 4 games.
Yeah.
Which is not bad at all.
No.
That's the first time any of us have been plus across 4 games.
Mm-hmm. And I went by myself because I was already down there.
I say, weren't you down there for like softball or something?
I was down there for softball. That's how long it's been.
So I got a question. Whose turn is it to drive this time?
Zach, he still has to drive twice.
Technically mine, but depending on how many people go, I mean,
We might have to
stuff
do
may not
2.
fit.
I
Yeah,
have to do 2 cars.
which wouldn't be a big deal anyways. We like to carpool that, by the way, John.
And
good idea.
generally
It's a good
the one pit stop we make in the morning.
Krispy Kreme,
yeah.
always.
You'd be a damn fool to pass up Krispy Kreme.
Mm-hmm.
The only other thing I would say, if not Krispy Kreme, Waffle House.
Which is literally in the same spot.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, we've never
Exactly.
thought about like Krispy Kreme on the way there and then Waffle House on the way back. We always end up paying freaking like Jersey Mike's or something that we have here.
You know what? Then
Yeah, we generally drive up here.
you know what? How about it? That's what we got going on this upcoming 15th. How about that?
Krispy Kreme, the Waffle House on the way back. And then more than likely sweeper right after.
Maybe we'll see.
Maybe, it depends.
I was
Depends on
gonna say, I
funds.
feel like it makes more sense to have some Krispy Kreme first, so you're not,
Mm-hmm.
You're not walking in
Feeling-
there. "Ugh."
yeah, you're like
Bloated as shit. Yeah.
carb overload.
I mean, it could still be carb overload from donuts. Just depends. Because
yeah.
usually what we'll do is we'll get a box and we'll split them.
I'm good with one. I only need one.
Shoot.
That and a Krispy Kreme coffee. There we go.
Perfect.
Random question, Zach. Did you take the tripod out of your bag?
No. But I'm not
There's your
bowling until
reminder.
Wednesday, so. Because I'm not, well, there's no Super Sunday. It's Christmas, but yeah, I'm not bowling as of right now. I'm not bowling till Wednesday, so it's okay. I got time.
Plenty of time.
Which reminds me, Tuesday I am working 9 to 6. So if you end up needing a sub, let me know.
Okay. Yeah, you won't have much time to get from work to bowling, but I'll let you know for sure.
And
No,
if
but I mean,
Zach
as long as
and if Zach
because
gets
what is
out
it?
late,
Practice
hit me
starts
up.
Because practice starts at what? 6:20.
6:45.
Oh god, that's plenty of time.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say also if they have a school match going on, it's gonna be delayed anyway. So.
Yeah, I gotta say that's plenty of time because I mean I work at the Lowe's on Front Street, so I have to just basically go. I have to go around Kamikaze Curve, get off the first exit there, and I'm basically there.
That's what 5-6 minutes gotta be.
If I can get all the green lights leading up to the highway and then at Rippix, yeah.
Yep.
Easy.
Nice.
So that's more than enough time. So what I'll do is I'll bring stuff with me to work just in case, because I'm sure I won't have an answer by 9 o'clock in the morning, and then worst case scenario, I just unload it back at home.
Well, last time I let you know, I think it was like 2 o'clock. So.
Yeah.
Kind of a
You told me
ordeal.
you told me the night before to be on standby, and then
Yeah, I think it was just because I had thought I recalled one of our bowlers was going to be out of town, and then it ended up not being the case. But last minute, one of our bowlers had to work late, couldn't get out of it. So.
well, yeah. So if you need me, I'll try and redeem myself for my 524.
Sure, no problem.
But we still swept, so that's all that matters.
Yes, yes, I'm very happy for that. Got us from 20th place to 19th place.
One place, yes.
Jeez.
That's okay. New half or a new quarter.
New quarter.
New quarter works out well.
So I gotta think. We just had our position round for Friday, and that has not updated yet. And then our position round for Wednesday is not this week, but next week.
Yep.
Okay.
And then I don't know if you guys saw, Aaron and Brandon, the new pattern for Wednesdays that I sent you guys.
I did, and I
Okay,
told
Brandon, I
you.
know
Guess
you
who's
suck.
playing inside?
I did a quick glance.
It's pretty funky, to
Yep.
say the least.
Heavier, lighter.
Oil ratio seems the same. It's just a lot less, like, oil on the right side. There's not so much of a right side push.
So you know how Junior Gold or Masters, whatever pattern it was, day one was, we call it the middle finger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Brandon bowled on the obese pigeon at Chaco's.
Mm-hmm.
It's a hybrid mix.
Let's call this the obese middle finger.
Basically.
Fuck.
Yeah. Pretty much.
I bowled the middle finger for 4 weeks.
Well, I mean, it's wider. Like, Aaron, pull it up on your phone. You can look at it a little bit better.
Yeah, here in a moment, but I have YouTube running on that.
Ah, well,
Yeah,
whatever.
pull it up. It's not gonna kill you.
What center is this on Wednesday?
Ideal.
Ideal.
Oh, okay.
If I can find it quick enough.
So like I said, me playing the middle, woohoo! I'm in my home. I'm gonna feel good.
So it's gonna be a wider middle finger.
But
Okay.
yeah, legitimately, there you go, Aaron.
That's what it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that gives me.
There you go, Johnny.
That gives me ideas. That gives me some ideas.
Like fucking Christ.
That, and it's 44 feet, which is even more concerning.
Oh Lord, help me.
Oh, that can be plenty of ideas.
Especially for Aaron. God
Aaron's
damn.
Aaron's just like bag of tanks.
Fucking Christ.
Blue tank up 5.
With all
I
that
will be
push
drilling
down?
my carbide a lot sooner than I planned. I can already see it. Maybe I'll be drilling that before the launch.
Alright.
Launch up 10.
Oh Jesus. Alright, now that we mentioned sweepers for a split second in that whole conversation,
Go for it.
let's go about that. I mean, there's only been 3 that we've done since. I ended up winning the first one coming back after taking like a month and a half hiatus of them. Or so. Probably more. And I ended up winning it. I was very surprised with myself. I'm not sure if I'm still in the standings for the finals, but
I know he hasn't posted it yet.
I know.
I
which
really
is
hope
a
I
little
am.
concerning.
You should be, because I don't think he's even posted it since you won, and that would have given you another 1,000.
yeah. But that was
Then
also
the
a
sweeper
month and a half
after.
in between. Yeah, sweeper after.
I qualify. I should say I did more than qualify.
Yep.
I went in with second place by on the house shot of all things,
Yeah.
and then I proceeded to get my ass kicked and placed fifth.
Happens.
They took top 10, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, there was
No,
a big turnout
yeah.
at that one.
That was a big
Yeah,
turnout.
top
man.
top 10.
Yeah, and I finished 12th, I think. So I
Yep.
just missed the cut.
They just take the top bowler for the bye.
It depends.
Top
So
It
one or two
depends.
depends on the number of people.
So
Yep.
so for the top 10, they would have been the top 2 probably.
Yeah.
Not the bye. Okay.
correct.
Yep.
I was second with like an 802 after handicap, or 8. It was 800 after handicap.
Yeah, Mister 30 pins a handicap on a house shot, and then goes and has the series of his life.
Yeah.
I wanted to
I
ask.
need to get re-rated, definitely
Yeah.
for the
What's up, John?
sweepers.
Well, I was gonna say, what is their handicap based on for the sweeper?
Oh
10% of 210 or something like that.
10% of 210
No,
Hold
not
on.
that 10%.
90.
or
Hold on.
90%.
Yeah, 90% of like 210 or 215.
Two. No, 90% of two. Because anybody that averages
No.
above two has none. I'm not sure.
Handicap. Well, okay, so this is at least the Marshall Holman one. Handicap is base 80% of 215.
So more likely they're 90% of 210 or 90% of two.
Actually, even I found a house shot one too, and even that's 80% of 215.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah, house shots. Brandon and I get like 7 pins, and then sport shot, I get like 27 or something like that on sport.
I still get less than you on a sport. What the fuck?
Keep in mind, sports used to be my freaking animal, and then all of a sudden I took like 2 months off, and
Yeah.
yeah, because
So-
even I did the last few sweepers. You know, a lot of you guys know I haven't done sweepers in a while,
Yeah.
but you know, life events happen and things change, and I found myself with free time, and my work schedule wasn't screwing me over, so I said, screw it, I'm gonna go donate $40.
Yep. Legitimately. Well, if John's New Year's resolution is to get out more, he's got those. He's got Chacos every once a month that he can go hit up.
Yeah, I'm thinking-
2024, we're going nationals.
Yeah, 2024.
Yeah, I think I talked with you and Melissa a little bit about that, John.
Yeah, something to look forward to for sure.
Hashtag donating bowler.
Thanks, Chase.
Yeah.
Appreciate
it.
Love that.
I think it
Expensive
goes back to
practice.
me. Expensive practice.
Yeah.
Practice on how to lose money.
Yeah, but think about it, though. When you sub in league, that makes up for it because that's free practice.
Yeah, fair.
Very true.
Mhm.
Or you know, when you bowl like 3 leagues at one house, they're like, yeah, just bowl.
Mhm.
Yeah. So sweepers for me, I did the last 2 sports and the last house, right? Or did I do the last 2 house and the last sport?
I think you did the last 2 sports and last house.
I think so. The first house I did the first sweeper back, first game out, I go front 8. And then I finished that game with like a 247 because I split in the ninth. And then that was the one I missed cut by, like, I think like 17 pins or something.
Yeah.
Sports shot was the Marshall Holman, which did not go well at all. With handicap, which mind you, that's 27 pins, I think, a game. I had like a 523 series or something like that, so that was not a good showing.
No.
And then I rebounded on the house shot and was middle of the road, but I still at least had, after my 21 total pins of handicap, still had like a 670 something, 680 something.
Yeah.
So nice rebound.
Huh. Hey.
What's up, Gerald?
Hashtag-
Hashtag for the cause.
Wow. We have a lot of instigators.
We had a solid 4 people in here too.
Yeah.
It just
We
took
did
a
have
time.
6 at one point.
Wait.
Which, yeah, our streams don't get that huge, but
Yeah, John. If we're lucky, we get like 5 people at once. If we're lucky. Usually, there are some
And-
nights we'll have like 2.
Some
long
of
as we're not
and-
sitting here talking amongst ourselves.
yeah. But I mean,
We've had that before.
overall over the time, like we've had that before, but over time we end up getting like 13 in like 4 days.
Yeah.
But like our shorts and stuff get like 12K, 24K. Like it's
What's the biggest short we have?
oh lord.
My Iron Forge, 41,000.
Yep. 41,000K views.
I still say that's because of the song that I used.
It's all in the algorithm.
Yeah, just like John's been seeing algorithm lately for Donkey Kong.
Yeah, it's been in my face like crazy.
Speaking of that, yeah. If you saw my comment, I'm down for it.
Cross-platform.
Cross-platform games because I play on PC.
Well,
I'm down for that also.
Yep.
oh, let's
Yeah.
see. The only thing I play that's cross-platform really is GTA. I think Red Dead is cross-platform.
No, GTA is not.
GTA is
cross-platform.
not.
It's not.
Nope.
Thought
It's
it
not.
was.
Otherwise, I'd have everything on my Xbox.
Yep. Same here.
The only other thing I play them is Smite. That's cross-platform.
Maybe we need
Pick
to
up Fork Knife.
fork knife.
Fortnite. I think
Fortnite.
I downloaded it once, played it, and I was like, not for me.
Nah.
Yeah.
Call of Duty.
There's also is Rocket League?
Yes, Rocket
League's
League
cross,
is.
Yeah, Rocket
Yep.
League is cross-platform.
Yes, I love Rocket League.
Well, there we go.
right?
Oh
There's
God.
one.
Four-man Rocket League. Rocket League I heard is mayhem.
It's got to be fun though.
Oh yeah, good
It-
time.
it-
For once though, Brandon wouldn't be able to get like 10 goals a game.
Shut up. I'll sit back at the goal, let you guys take on 4 people. Fuck you guys.
So one thing I kind of like that John actually touched on was he was talking about his New Year's resolution to like get into more tournaments and things like that, and get a little bit more, not competitive, but out there.
Exposure, yeah.
Yeah. Aaron, starting with you, what's your bowling New Year's resolution?
Where to start?
Oh Jesus.
I gotta get my arm under control. So probably what I'm gonna do is try to get out and practice more. Just get out, throw games on days I don't have to bowl, on days I don't have league, or I'm not otherwise occupied.
Definitely. I say because you really spent the last year getting your balance under control. Now you gotta get that arm toned in.
Yep.
And get my hand positioning right, so I'm more up the back rather than up the side.
You know, good videos to watch were actually Brad and Kyle. They do a lot of videos on that.
Yeah.
But then there's just some nights that I just need to you have to decide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Z, what about you?
One of my biggest things last year was kind of keeping my composure. I think I've done well with that.
You've come a long way with that.
I would say probably opening up the knowledge a little bit more. So like learning the different topography, learning to react to what I'm seeing.
Oh, what I've dug down into.
Right. You know, I kind of took one of my resolutions and worked on it throughout this year, even though I was going to restart until next year. And that's, you know, learning how to do like layouts and things like that. And I still want to learn how to actually drill. But as far as out on the lanes, is kind of just focus more on what I'm seeing and what I'm looking at. And understand what I'm seeing. And not just kind of make a this one for, you know, a ball change or a move or whatever.
And then it'd be way the fuck wrong.
Like last night when I thought the Venom Shock was the right move and I should have went to the Iron Forge.
Yeah. To be honest, train my eyes again. Train my eyes to be looking down lane more. Because I ended up getting the glasses now. So I'm so worried about them falling off my face because for years, ever since I was 6 years old, I would always look down at my feet when I throw. Once I threw it on the board that it was supposed to and followed up its path, if it followed up the path correctly, it'd strike. I've really got to work on getting my eyes down lane.
Another good thing to kind of help you with keeping your glasses on, they have those elastic bands you can hook onto the.
Yeah, I know, but I don't want to continue to look
Tails.
down. I want to look. I don't want to continue to look down at my feet. I want
He wants to force himself to
look down lane.
I'd say you could always be like Amari Stoudemire and get like the goggles.
I could, but basically,
Just
what my
as good
safety
ones
glasses are.
John, you got anything other than what you had said?
Yeah, actually, I have been kind of in a slump really since I threw my 300. Really, I think my problem is I don't want to sound cocky or anything, but I got too used to like winning all the time. Like we had back-to-back seasons it was summer of 21, and then we won in the winter of 21-22 championships. So, you know, it's like, oh man, like we can't lose. Well, yeah, you can. And so I started just over-analyzing every single shot and worrying about what I did 2, 3, 4 frames ago. And it's just, you know, bringing my game down, and I need to focus more on this frame. If I screw up, it's gone. You know, worry about next frame. And honestly, the last few weeks I've been trying extra hard, and I feel like that's really been helping. But gotta remember, like, mechanics, like staying low at the line. Like, I have a bad problem with, you know, lofting my ball like halfway down the lane, and it's
like that video I tagged you in earlier.
Not a good habit for me to have. So, especially now that I've balled down a weight to 15 pounds. So.
I forgot you used to throw 16.
Yeah.
I thought you went. I thought you went from 15 to 14, but no, I forgot you did 16 to 15.
When I got back into bowling and was actually still throwing motive, that was when I was throwing 16s. I would throw the ball so damn hard. Yeah. I was consistently between 18 and 20 miles an hour with a 16-pounder, and even a Jackal Ghost was not strong enough for me to use.
Jesus.
So, yep. So, but I've been having some hit problems on my right side, and the solution was to go down a weight, and it's been working well ever since. Still got to get used to it though.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah, and I heard you a lot both last night and Tuesday. You were just saying, all right, next frame.
Yep.
You know,
it's in the past. There's nothing you could do about it. Just gotta keep chugging along. Next frame.
So, as soon as that ball leaves your
Mhm.
hand, you can't change it.
Yep. Instead of, 10 frames a game, make each frame its own individual game. Yep, that game's over. Just, I got the next game.
Definitely.
So, I have a dog giving me a lot of attention right now. I don't know if you could see his nose.
Dozer.
Dozer.
Yes, he's laying across me right now.
Did Melissa make it back okay?
Yeah, she's fine. She's sitting right here.
Okay.
Yes, you did make it back to the Chinese.
So we can go around the circle here. Either we can start or you can start, John. Favorite ball you've thrown of the other company? So us, SPI, U Motive.
Favorite motive ball that I've thrown. That's a tough one. Well, I would say the one that I had the longest was the Jackal Ghost. That's got to be my favorite.
All right. She's definitely goated. I mean,
Yep. Still in the catalog for a reason.
Yep.
I think longest running solid ace if I'm not on any market, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right.
Yes, is the longest running ace, solid ace.
Brandon.
Favorite SPI. Ooh.
Yep.
Honestly, would have to be the balance of the Trend 2 when I had it, even though I didn't throw it that often.
I forgot you had the Trend 2.
It was good. It was explosive at the pocket. It was what actually gave me thought that Storm, okay, maybe it's still good. And then I started throwing a little bit of more motive, and then I was like, nope, gone.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at Dozer just like.
Just slumped.
Yeah, he's being a love.
But yeah, Trend 2, favorite Storm ball out of them all, because it actually gave me hope that Storm was actually doing something that would help me, and I was like, yeah. And then I made the switch over here. All right, Z.
See, I've been mulling it over. I'm like, I don't know, because I actually have
Many.
a couple.
Physics, Phase 2.
Not the physics. Phase 2, yes, but I feel like everyone says it. Everyone who says the Phase 2, the IQ Tour, or the Pitch Black. Everyone says those.
You're lucid.
Had I never thrown it again, yes. But it didn't work. That 14-pounder didn't work. I didn't like it. I'm torn between really two. And that's, believe it or not, before Jeff plugged and re-drilled it, accidentally, the Dart Code.
Oh, yeah.
That fiasco.
That whole fiasco.
Yep.
What happened with that? I don't think I've heard about this.
I don't know if you know this story, John.
No, he
I
doesn't.
So, I had bought a few balls off of Rocky, okay?
Okay.
And it was the Trend, the UFO Alert, and the Afterburner, and the Purple Hammer, but that went somewhere else. I brought them to Jeff, and Jeff's like, leave a ball and I'll drill them up. I'm like, all right, great. I left him my Dart Code. Freaking loved that Dart Code. Had a few 280s, 290s, I think, with it, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
At least 270s, 280s. He messages me on the day I'm supposed to pick him up. What ball did you leave me to drill these 4 balls off of? I'm like, 4 balls? I left you 3. He goes, wait, what? I'm like, yeah, you were supposed to use the Dart Code. He goes, I plugged it. I'm like,
Fuck.
Oh, God.
Okay. So I had to bring him something else down. I think I brought him like the Rubicon or something. And I get there, and he goes, what do you want? He goes, I can drill the plug out and put what was in it, or, you can use the time to try something different. Oh, stupid me, because of the luck I had with him having to put the switch grip in something else that was a plug, and it didn't really sit great. I'm like, let's try something else, since I don't want to go through that again. So the pin went even higher and created about the shortest buffer I've ever seen on a Pearl Ace ball ever. Needless to say, it was still
Oh, God.
okay,
Yeah.
but my angle went from this to like this because of it.
Yeah.
Like, I think I actually got more movement out of my PBR that had a 1.5-inch pin.
That I could make almost bend the lane if I wanted to.
Yeah.
That is a horror story.
Yeah.
One of your favorite balls becoming not usable.
Literally, at least not in the way it was. I mean, I tried like surfacing it to try and, you know, whatever. Nothing wouldn't even come close. So I went from the Dark Code to the UC2 as my new Pearl Ace them. And that was a good ball, don't get me wrong. I definitely liked the original Rubicon a lot better than the UC2. Because there was
I never threw a regular Rubicon. I wish I did.
There might still be a 15 sitting in Jeff's shop. Mine. It might still be there.
Yours.
If it's there, go for it. Yeah, it was Aaron's. If it's there, go for it. I think my Spectre is actually still sitting in his shop too. But yeah, so it's between the Dark Code, and I realized I didn't even touch the other one. The original Reality.
Nice.
So, Aaron, I gave you more than enough time to think about your favorite SPI, so you should have it by now.
Yeah. I've been thinking on 2. I had it narrowed down to 2.
Almost.
Yeah.
I mean, I gave 2.
Oh.
If I had to pick one, I'd say the Reality, but
Yeah, I would almost say UC3.
Or
And what? Or my altered.
Yeah, you love that thing.
My
yeah,
altered
you
reality.
love that fucking thing.
I'd find any reason to throw that thing. I didn't care how far left I had to move.
And you were in front of ball return a few times, or at least pretty close.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Or under it, for that matter.
Uh-huh.
As long as you don't have to start on the opposite side of the bar turn.
Can you imagine?
If I have to start on the opposite side of the ball return,
There's a problem.
I am gutter loft.
If you have to start on the other side, you may as well throw plastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, at that point, might as well.
I can still make that laser sniper move on hot fresh house if I want to.
Yeah, I wanted to kill you when you did that.
Still baffles me.
The snipers all have the pancake core, right?
Uh-huh.
I had I can't remember what it was. It was a gray one. It wasn't the Arctic. It was one that...
gray. Was it the gray with like the orange logo?
Gray with like a blood red logo.
Or that's what I mean. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can't remember what that was.
Was that the? Gosh,
All I can think of is a Legion. All I can think of is a Legion sniper, but that's the orange one.
Give me a couple seconds.
Yeah, Aaron will find. Oh, okay, bye, Aaron.
Well, time to minimize this in case he's joining right back.
Yeah, John. In case you couldn't tell, Aaron is a big urethane guy.
Yeah.
Urethane guy.
Quote unquote.
Yeah, because I remember I saw the Arctic was out, and I tried to get my hands on it, and it was just, I think they had discontinued it, and they had the other one.
Sniper. The OG sniper. It's like a grayish with like an orangish logo.
Orange, red, blood red.
I bet if I looked through my Amazon purchase history, I'd find
Let's
it.
see.
His Amazon purchase history.
There's a lot of bowling balls in there, believe me.
I'm assuming for both you and Melissa.
Yeah. I tell you what, I tell you right now, that's probably about the best thing going right now, buying bowling balls off of Amazon. They have a wonderful option, used, and they are not truly used. They're just damaged boxes.
Really?
Yep. I can look at my saved list right now. That's not a good example. 14-pound Global Zen, 124 used. Trend 2, 14-pound, 133 used. Let's see.
No, but I'm assuming there's a chance at least that they're actually used.
No, they're classified under used, but I've bought easily a dozen, and every single one of them has had a damaged box only. That's it.
That's
I
not
got
bad.
Yeah.
about the best deal I've gotten yet was, I think I paid $60 for a brand new Idle Synergy.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep, that's the best deal I've gotten yet.
And you know, there's one bowler I know that absolutely loves that ball, and that's Danny Babcock.
Yes. Yes,
God,
he does.
he shot 300 last house sweeper
Last sweeper with it.
and a
279.
279 first two games.
He had 579
266
after
is
two.
last.
Balls
Okay,
disgusting.
so you got a better price on new unbox. I still think I got a fairly good deal on my Revolt Vengeance.
Oh my eyes. Yeah, why don't you tell him about that one, Aaron?
Yeah,
I effectively stole that thing for how cheap I got it. Shipped from Hawaii. Yes, it was used. It drilled, I think.
Twice,
Now
I think.
twice. Now it's double drilled. How to get it plugged? $68. Relatively low game. Used. Revolt Vengeance. You try finding anything new unboxed for that, you're paying out the literal
ass for that.
I'd say you're paying at least $350 probably.
Yeah.
I would almost think you're paying probably your Lucid price range, what you paid for that.
Yeah, we don't talk about what I paid for that.
500.
No.
Not even, almost.
More.
No, my Lucid and your Frantic
Was
total
500.
was 500. But
The
those were
Frantic
both
was
new
the
and-
cheap one.
Yeah, because that one was freaking used. Lucid was new in box. Guy wanted 300. I'm like, all right, you know. I'm like, would you be okay with doing payments on it? He goes, absolutely. I'm like, okay, because you don't get that often. And your Frantic, I think, was what? Be like 80?
Yeah, my Frantic was literally $80. I basically gave you one of the payments.
Yeah, basically. That's what I did. Because I had 150 set for that Lucid on the spot. You threw me 80 towards the Frantic. So I paid the Frantic, sent the guy 150, and sent the other 150 in 2 weeks. Done.
I don't know if you can see it. It's probably not gonna pop up. Come on. There we go.
Yep.
Midnight Sniper.
Midnight Sniper. Okay.
Midnight, okay.
Yep.
I didn't go far enough back in the retired ball list. Oopsies.
Oof.
Sorry.
It's
All right,
that far
so
down
Actually, I
the
went
line.
too,
That far down
I'm
the
sorry,
line.
I went too far back.
All right. So I was gonna
see.
say, let's try that again. So all right. So now I want to reverse it.
Ooh.
Go back around. Favorite ball ever thrown of the company that you are.
Currently
Yeah.
throwing.
We'll go backwards. Aaron, you. Aaron,
We'll
you
go
start.
backwards. Aaron,
Oh.
favorite motive.
Fuck. Oh, you.
John, are you the one?
Oh,
John, are
God.
you the one that said you bastard? Was that you or was that Aaron?
Oh no,
That
I
was
think
me.
that was Aaron.
That was Aaron. That was like, you bastard. Yeah.
That's like, because whoever that was, you now have time to think, but never mind, you don't, Aaron.
Oh, fuck.
Because you've got a lot. And actually, technically,
I
so do
have. I have probably close to. I think I have 18 right now.
Good Lord.
God, dude.
I mean, I can't say I got 12 drilled, including my spare ball, and 3 undrilled in the closet, so I can't say too much. They're undrilled for a reason.
I have 4 in my
Well, we're
garage,
saying
6 in my
out of
fucking
everything.
car.
Out of everything we've thrown. Well, that's tough. That's tough.
And that's throwing it back to before, too.
I think I'm about 3 right now. I think I narrowed it down to 3.
Well, I could take us off task just quickly if you want to give it a couple minutes to think about.
All right.
Okay. Yeah.
So what weight do you guys throw? 15?
15.
All
Yep.
15? Okay.
Yeah.
Right now, because I have this saved as a favorite, there are 2 motive balls that are used in the 15-pound. Pride Empire and Original Pride. The 15-pound Pride is... One second. 177 used. The Empire is higher on the list, so that means it's going to be cheaper. So I was sorted by price. Oh. And that 163.
Not bad.
So it's not bad. I mean, you'd still probably end up having to pay what, 30, 40 bucks to get some holes in it.
Yeah.
So you'd
Depending where you go.
you'd basically just be getting it drilled for free if you just went through a pro shop.
Yeah.
But yeah, I make sure to check it every day just to see what kind of.
Oh,
Aaron is so hardcore contemplating over here.
Aaron,
Three
Aaron, do we need to come back to you?
yeah.
I think we might want to leave him last again.
No, I think I might have narrowed it down to at least 2, maybe 1.
Trident Horizon.
Oh.
That he willingly got rid of.
The blue tank.
Yep. And if you want to know what number 3 was, I was contemplating between.
I am going to
Um,
say the Volt.
I would say probably the Empire.
Alright,
it
Aaron.
was- I narrowed it down to Horizon or Empire.
Wow, blue tank was number 3.
I'm leaning.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought
Shit.
tank would have ended up being number
leaning
1.
more toward. I'm leaning more towards actually Horizon is number 1.
I'm not surprised at that.
I'm not either.
No, I'm trying to find a new another Horizon.
Find a Horizon used on Amazon. You imagine?
John could probably find it for you cheap.
I'd find
If you
something.
find
that's
one
for
cheap-
sure.
If
Trident
you find
Horizon.
one cheap.
He was gonna get one.
Yeah.
He was gonna get one at Walmart, and then they ran out, and they asked if he wanted an Odyssey instead. He's like, "No, I already have one."
Yeah, they had up new in box.
They claimed to have one. I mean, it's Walmart.
Yes. Yeah, apparently on their website they claimed to have one. Paid for it through a firm. Get an email 2 days later. Yeah, we don't have the Horizon. We can send you an Odyssey if you want for the same price. Like, no.
Which, to be fair,
Give
would
me
have
my
been a
money
good
back,
deal
bitch.
because the Odyssey is actually more. So I mean, that would have been a good deal had you not had an Odyssey. But
Yeah.
Yeah. But the Horizon was just too good.
I mean, technically, you could get it again. It would just be drilled, so you couldn't bring it to nationals.
Yeah.
You could
Yeah.
technically get it again, and actually, you have a couple ways you could get it.
Thank you, rules.
Has that been discontinued?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I bought it a couple months before.
Technically, the
Thing
Odyssey
one
is
and thing
discontinued
two over
too,
here.
but yeah, it's still shown everywhere.
Converted me to Storm.
Yeah. We did.
I'm
Oh,
sure
it's
one
Still
will
that
pop up
thing on
somewhere.
everything.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
'Cause
I
at the
keep
time-
looking for 'em
at the
every so
time
often.
At the time, I had a forged flare, a covert tank, the Horizon. I also was throwing the Alpha Jackal, which I think Brandon has.
Nope.
No.
Oh yes, I do. Never
Who
mind.
has, who
Yes, I
has the
do.
Alpha?
Yes, I do. Never mind.
I'm about to say, if he has the Rising, who has the Alpha? Because I don't, even though I kind of want it, but I don't have it.
'Cause I have the Rising currently. But yeah, I wound up selling my forged flare and my covert tank, which I am wishing I didn't fucking sell.
Yeah.
You already have one bag of tanks. You don't need 2.
Blue, desert.
Covert tank was the original microcell.
I
Yeah,
know.
It's worth it.
I actually owned a
It was
combat
actually
tank.
really good.
Did you really?
Yeah.
That was your. Do you
That
have
was-
any motor balls still laying around?
No, I'm fresh out. Well, actually, Melissa's brother found a ball that was Melissa's at her parents' house, but I don't think it's a motive.
Okay. Well, I'll keep looking for my horizon.
Happy hunting.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
So if we're going in reverse order, next is me. Shit.
Yep.
Okay.
Technically speaking, because we kind of somehow reshuffled.
No, I thought it was Z.
It was, but we reshuffled. So if we're going around the circle,
Yeah.
Ah.
So, I have to say it. I'm happy I got my baby back. The Odyssey comes in a close second. But the Pride Empire, my pride and joy, I got it back to box and shined back up. And ended up shooting 640 with it with ease after it wouldn't move for like 3 months. So, I mean,
yeah. Why don't you? What? Sorry, I had to fix something because stuff was falling. Why don't you explain why it wouldn't move though?
dude, hell if I know. I scuffed it.
What? I say, what did you have me do to it?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
He had me resurface it from 500 all the way up, but leave it dull. Now, mind you, it's a shiny ball.
Just to get a little extra grip on the lane, and it didn't do shit.
And
It
it
just
went-
skated.
So what? You go from 500 to what? 4,000?
Did we go all the way up to 4,000?
Yep. And all it did was skate.
I got one of the final idols, and it came out of the box 2,000 grit, and that was just hooking at the foul line. So I had Jeff take it up to 4,000. It did the same exact thing. It just right down the lane, didn't even hook. So I just took it down to roughly 3,000 by hand, and then it was perfect.
I'm still very confused about my Odyssey. Like, I have resurfaced it, I have more or less rejuvenated it, and all of you have actually seen now, it just skids.
It moves probably at most 2 to 3 boards.
Take it down and surface.
I did.
He did, and it still does the same thing.
At box, it's at 2. I took it down to 15. Next is going to be 1,000, and that's a urethane cover at that point.
Yep.
Which I'm not opposed to doing. It just... Yeah.
I've taken balls lower.
I know you have. You've taken balls to like 380.
Because of
360.
sport patterns. Like,
Whatever.
fuck out of here.
I have specific shit I do that to.
Purple tank.
Yep.
Purple's back at
Hi, Dad.
box.
Just hear my dad scream
Hello?
downstairs. At least it's not as bad as this horror story.
Is that your wrap?
Yeah, that's my rap.
That makes me sad.
I put this sucker down to a 180 because of a really heavy fucking sport shot. And I won that one.
900 global flux solid.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Was that, wait a minute, was that the orange one or the green one?
The orange one.
The orange with the black writing.
Yep.
Because the Flux Pro had the yellow writing.
Yep.
That was right before I think Storm acquired them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
John, you were saying something when we brought up 360 surface.
Scotch Brite pad. That I saw a video, and it'll take your ball anywhere to from 600 to 800 grit.
I used to use those.
It is super chalky, and if you were to look at it really close, it looks horrible. But there's bowlers that swear by it.
Actually, CTD has pads lower, like in that lower range now too. They have a 180, a 360, I think a 6.
Yeah.
But those are on the resurfacing pads.
No, I know those are the Uh-huh.
The stuff with the ball spinner.
Thank you.
Yep.
There was an episode of Brad and Kyle where they had jeez, I can't remember his name. Anyway, had a pitch black, and he had it on a spinner with a 320 grit sanding sponge. Yeah. Chris Prather, that's who it was.
Oh, I remember that one.
You remember
Oh,
I do remember
yeah,
one.
that
Yeah,
video.
As soon as you said Prather, I'm like, wait, I remember that.
that? Yep. 320
Fuck.
grit sanding sponge. So ridiculous.
Bro.
I guess it worked for him. I think that was the tournament he won.
I think so.
But I just couldn't imagine that. That ball would be so chalky.
I can't imagine how that would work well.
I thought I was
know.
heading into uncharted waters the other night when I used my 500 grit just to scuff up my Wolverine Dark Moss a little bit. But that worked
You put
perfect.
500 on that?
Just scuffed it a little bit. It's the only.
my-
I got to get it dulled a little bit. You know,
Yeah.
It's just like my 2,000 pads all wore out. My 1,000 pads all wore out. So I went to the next one down.
Someone hook them up. Hook them up some True Cut.
I was gonna say, where are they? Where are they? Where are they?
Yeah.
You need some of these.
True Cut.
True
Yeah.
cut.
They don't
Mhm.
wear out like the Abralon pads do.
No.
Especially if you get some of this with it.
The true cut conditioners.
Conditioner.
Oh, the sanding. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give it a shot. Definitely.
I'll send you links when we're done.
I was gonna say I still need to get what 4 bottles so I can get the sanding, the conditioner, and
I'd say if you want
Amped
that,
and-
because I gave you Life After Death, so there's 2 more that I know of. But if you want True Cut, you might be better off just buying a bottle because
you're about
That's-
out, aren't you?
this is literally all I have.
Oh,
there's
Jesus.
still a lot.
I
there,
have-
but this is all I have.
Ah.
B.
It's the only one I don't have.
I can hook you up with True Cut.
Okay.
I sell a large bottle of True Cut.
Okay.
There we go.
And if you look, our shipments will have True Cut in them. Conditioner.
Which
One
one?
of them does.
Because if it's within the first 6 months, I won't get it.
Oh yeah, you're getting the scanner, aren't you?
I'm getting the scanner.
Hey.
But
Alright, Z.
Let me find out real quick.
All right. While he does that, all right, Z, your favorite ball via motive.
well, on contrary to what Jess commented, we already know Zach's.
Do we though?
No. Had I just been getting back into motive, then yeah, absolutely. But now I'm torn. I have 2, but I can say that one outpaces the other one. Second place, believe it or not, is actually, surprisingly, Aaron didn't say this, Blue Tank.
Hey,
I
that
know,
was my
but-
number 3.
Fucking knew that was coming.
Mr. Typically anti-urethane, microcell, turethane, whatever. Yeah, Blue Tank. But number 1 has got to be the Iron Forge.
That looked really good last night.
Okay, so Z,
that was a good ball switch.
Yeah. Actually, I think you
August.
suggested that, so thank you.
our August shipment will be
Will be the True Cut?
contain more. Yeah,
Okay, cool.
and then September we'll have more of the new premium polish plus. And some new, a random new product.
Hey.
Brought to you by True Cut and Turtle Wax. Nice.
Yep. 6,500 if you do it on a
Yes.
spinner. That's what I'll get your ball to, is 6,500.
Mm-hmm.
So I think once I get my
Yeah.
garage straightened out a little bit more, I'm thinking I might want to get a ball spinner.
CG's got them.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, but
and
you actually get a whole lot more than just a spinner. You're gonna pay more,
Yeah.
but you're gonna get a lot of stuff with it. that,
Yeah.
that makes it worth it. Like Brandon and I are talking about splitting
Splitting it 50-50.
around tax time.
Yep.
Yep.
It's like-
The 440 is the spinner, the glove, the pads, polish, and true cut conditioner.
Oh, comes with conditioner. That's cool.
It's very well worth the 450.
And you can afterpay or affirm it as well, so you can do
Yep.
payments if need be.
And it's only a half horsepower ball spinner.
I mean, that's really all you need.
Yeah.
I have the CTD page up on the other screen.
So,
Nice.
John, you gonna have like a whole pro shop in your garage or what?
It'll just be for me though, or anybody that wants to come over and use that stuff. But no, I just figured out, what it means, like the pin buffer layout system. I just figured out like how all that works. But I have zero confidence when it comes to operating a drill press or anything like that.
Fair enough.
So I'd lay out a ball, but I won't drill it.
Well, it's not up here right now, but
Yeah, it's downstairs on
I've
the
got
ball
the
rack.
pencils. I got the wax pencils,
Nice.
and my pro sect is downstairs.
Yeah, in the ball rack that I made you.
Which reminds me, I actually got to do a test layout on the new Odyssey.
So now that we've hit up all of our motive balls, John, what's your favorite storm ball that you've owned?
So
thrown.
I'm a little biased because the Zen is what I threw my 300 with, and that would be boring for me to say the Zen. So I have a phase 2. Again, that'd be boring. That'd be a typical, staffer hype. I'm not
Yeah.
a staffer though.
Someone's
But,
got an echo, by the way.
Might be Aaron. Don't know.
No, I'd say it's likely Aaron.
Yeah.
Right now, I gotta say it's the reality check. I'm really liking my check. It's strong, but it's not like I can't use it when the lanes are all beaten up either. Like
You
good
used
on
that all
fresh.
night last night, didn't you?
I used it all night last night, yeah. But on Tuesday, when the Wolverine started leaving corners, I switched to that. I balled down to, on paper, a stronger ball, and it worked perfect. It's kind of a jack of all trades right now for me.
Yeah.
That's the way I felt about the altered when I had it.
And honestly, I know it's a hybrid cover, but a lot of people are comparing the altered and the check. It's a
Well,
weaker,
and they-
it's a weaker but more responsive
Cover?
hybrid cover.
So that's kind of made me want to kind of just throw it at one of these matchmaker events.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see what Jeff has, but if he has a reality check, I would recommend giving it a toss.
Well, I gotta say, because like I know I told you you're kind of selling me on that reality check, and even watching you throw the Dark Moss on Tuesday, you kind of sold me on that one too.
And I hadn't even thrown the original Wolverine. I just got that Dark Moss by chance.
Yeah. Well, you and I were talking about that the other day.
Yep.
Hi, Kelly. But I know we talked about, if he has the Zen U.
Yep. I want to try
'Cause
that.
here's my thing. I feel like the Zen U, like it's not like it's a urethane. It's not. I feel like it's not a true urethane.
Yeah.
Partially because of the
Aaron.
core that's in it. Kind of like. I see. I gotta mute Aaron for a minute.
He just did it himself.
Oh, sorry. Because like the Rubicon UC3 with the core that was in the Rubicon, or switch over to Motive, you have the gear core in the carbide, or the
Sorry about that.
You're good.
All good.
Aaron, what core is in the top throw? You'd know.
I can't think of that. It's the same one that's in the blue, I think.
Well, that's where I'm going with this. But I cannot for the life of me think what freaking cover that is. All I can think of is the halogen core, and I'm pretty sure that's a storm core.
No, actually, I think that might be halogen V2 symmetric.
Hey, I was actually right.
Damn.
For some reason, I thought halogen was something in like the realities or something. I don't know why, but you know, so I almost like the Zen U is kind of like that same thing, you know, taking a reactive core, if that makes any sense at all, which I know it's not. I know it's the cover that's reactive, but you get where I'm going at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And putting it around a urethane, or putting it inside a urethane cover stock, so it's like it's urethane, but it's not going to be like that short traction that the pitch
Right.
black, the fast pitch, the fever pitch, the pitch purple were. You know.
Now, what I want Motive to do, get a microcell cover, and take the Predator V2 core.
I knew you were
Oh.
gonna say that.
Oh, that sounds
Why?
nasty.
And make it like a hybrid microcell instead of a solid or a pearl.
How the hell would you do that?
The carbide's a solid and the blue's a pearl.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I did not realize that the freaking blue is a pearl.
Because just take the reactive components, so split the reactive 50-50 with the urethane mix, and you got hybrid microcell.
That would be interesting.
So is that why the blue tank shines so fast compared to something like the carbide?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. That's why you can get a whole lot more lane shine on that, because it's already supposed to be a shinier microcell, even though it's coming up as a 1000 grit scan.
Yeah.
Laser scan sand.
You know who actually surprised me the other day was saying that he was going to drill up some Motive? Danny.
Oh yeah.
Oh? This is news
He's
to
gonna
me.
branch out. He's gonna branch out a little bit.
He's going to drill up some Columbia or some EBI, some Motive.
See what he can throw better.
Confuse the hell out of Jeff. Apparently.
What?
He's like, you?
Yeah.
Pretty much. So actually, Aaron, I feel like you actually had a question for John.
Oh, yeah.
Coming over to Motive.
What's that?
When are you gonna start doing more Motive?
I don't know. I mean, if I could find one that's got enough staffer hype and I can get it for the right price, I mean, I'd try it. To
Well,
be totally honest with
well-
you, I'm actually looking at the 3D offset attack. I wish I could just throw one. Because I have an original 25-year-old 3D offset. And that thing's gutless. I mean, it's hard as a rock. It doesn't move hardly at all. But the newer one is, I still haven't even thrown one of the newer ones.
Damn.
I will send you some information after,
Okay.
or I can even text it to you now. I'm gonna say it's January 29th at Ideal. So I'm
At
gonna
Ideal. Okay. Doug's doing it. Sweet.
Yeah. Here, while I'm thinking about it, let me send you those links.
I may be willing to part with a couple of my.
Oh yeah, Aaron, you
Balls
actually have
I
some
don't know.
EBI stuff. I forgot.
I don't actually have much EBI anymore. I think that all went to Ken.
I mean, you have a couple, don't you?
The only thing I really have left for EBI is my OG Hellraiser DV8, which is one of my balls I don't think I will ever get rid of.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Even though that's not the ball with my current high series on it. But Zach tied last night, by the way. 278.
Well,
Oh, high
you
game,
just
fun.
said series. High game,
Yeah.
you meant.
Yeah, not high series, high game. Yeah.
I would say
Yeah, high game,
I would say
278.
I was confused. I'm like, wait, what?
High
Yeah,
series of
my high game
278.
was
Well,
two-
shit.
My high game of 278 was with an old Ebonite pin slasher. 14 pound.
I.
It's
I
It's
stepped
funny
up
you
to
said
15
that.
pound.
because Melissa's brother actually has a pin slasher.
Oh boy.
I'm listening.
He can't throw it anymore because he lost a ton of weight and his hands don't fit right anymore. He doesn't want to plug it and re-drill it. But yeah, that's what he has.
I love it. I'm
How
listening.
What's that?
How heavy?
14 or 15, I'd have to say. 15? 15. Melissa
That
thinks
was
15.
that was a fun ball. That was a really fun one. Because I was bowling on the lanes of Waverly, Valley Bowling Center,
Valley Bowl.
Oh,
God.
Jesus.
and I used to love that house.
Used to is keyword.
John, I
haven't bowled
apologize.
there
I'm
in
blowing you up, but I'm
6
just
years.
sending you links for the stuff.
No, that's fine. I have my phone off to the side.
I haven't bowled there in years.
I don't think I've ever bowled there.
Well, I can look into Waverly and see what tournaments are out there.
Good. It's a very good, clean alley.
We should find like a
Very.
5-man,
It's-
the 4 of us and Melissa. That'd be fun as hell.
Oh, yeah.
If Melissa can put up with us, that is.
True.
She's put up with quite a bit with me
And
alone.
I'm probably-
so
I'm
she
probably
can
the
handle
closest one
anything.
out of all of us to that bowling alley.
The 4 of us and you at Valley Bowl in Waverly. I think my brother went there during college and stole a pair of alley shoes.
Oh gosh.
Oh, I love that.
Which is now 15 years later. Oh God, more than that. Oh my God. 25 years later. Oof.
You think they still know they're missing? No, I'm just kidding.
I'm hoping they've replaced them since then, but I know Owego still has a lot of their original alley shoes.
I think
Oh my
Ideal does too,
gosh.
actually.
Don't get me started on Owego. Owego's so, no.
That is
I-
where I actually had thought, Owego is the pinnacle of bowling technology in the southern tier. And
No.
how
No.
oblivious I was because I bowled there 5-6 days a week during high school.
God, I'm sorry.
Waverly is so much. Take Midway, cut it in half, so you have Bay 1 and Bay 2, and then you have Waverly.
Of course, I don't think they actually have bays, do they? I think they're just straight shot.
It's just one solid thing. They don't have Bay 1, Bay 2, Bay 3.
24 lanes.
I think it's actually closer to 30.
Yeah.
I think they're 30.
I
30
think
lanes.
it's a 30 or 32 lane house. A straight shot.
I
Well,
wouldn't guess it. Driving by, the building doesn't look huge at all.
no, not at
Oh,
all.
You get inside and it's huge.
That's where state qualifiers is for high school.
Every year now, actually.
That's
Yep.
where local Pepsi youth Pepsi tournament qualifiers is.
Yep.
A lot of times.
I remember those days.
Out of sadness, Zach, there's over-unders, doubles, and singles out in Waverly. Nothing much of 4, 3s.
I'm not
5s
surprised, being that it is a smaller
area.
venue.
Wonder what we should do? We should do a stream, or at least a vlog, and do Valley one day. A day we all have off. Just go down and bowl.
Go down to Valley and
Good
bowl.
luck. What? Five of us off, or you mean you, me, and B?
You, me, and B.
And if John's available, we'll be like, hey.
If you want to.
It'd be an experience for me. I've never bowled there. Never even been there.
I've bowled there twice.
I've been there
What?
5 times.
Once I went down because you gotta keep in mind when I still bowled for school, state quals were out in Norwich before that one closed down.
Mind you, that's my home alley from when I was bowling in high school. I did 4 or 5 years there in that bowling alley. And
Trying
that's
to
all. That,
Norwich was Paramount. Was that what it was?
No, nope, that's Horseheads.
Horseheads. Okay.
Norwich, I think was. I gotta look this up now. I think Norwich is just Norwich.
I think it was Norwich Bowl.
Norwich Bowl.
Because it was that one that was in the same parking lot as like the bank and like the Tops
Yeah, it was in
or
a
something
it
like
was
that.
in a plaza. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah,
I think that's what it
Norwich
was called.
Bowling and Entertainment Center. Yeah, right here, Norwich Bowling and Entertainment Center.
Permanently closed.
Yeah, Horseheads was Paramount. They also have Rossi Lanes there. Is that still open?
Oh wait, a minute, I'm looking at the one in Connecticut. Hang on. Ross. Yes, Rossi is still open because that's where Horseheads and. No, I scratched that. I think Rossi is still open, but it used to be where both Horseheads and
Elmira.
Elmira Bowl,
yeah.
but now it is Crystal that I believe Horsehead Bowl's at. So I think it's just Elmira.
Okay. I forgot about Crystal.
Do you know where Lansing high school team bowls out of?
Where's that?
They bowl out of I think it's either Cornell or Ithaca University bowling alley. They bowl
Nice.
right on the college campus, under the pool.
Yeah, under the
no.
pool.
Excuse me, I take that. I stand corrected. Rossi is permanently closed. They all bowl at Dixie now.
Okay, Dixie.
That's the one that's like basically the other side of town.
Okay. Because I remembered we would always have Elmira Free Academy and Horseheads on our schedule. And I can never remember who we bowled and where.
Yeah, Horseheads used to be Paramount until they closed. Then they went to Dixie with Elmira.
Yep.
And then now I believe Horseheads bowls out at Crystal with Corning.
Okay.
Because if I remember correctly, for my little sister Riley's season, we have to go to. Well, they have to go to Crystal twice. They have to go to Ribbick's twice, Crystal twice, Midway, and Dixie.
We used to make the trip out to Oneonta for a match one time a year. That was Holiday Lanes.
Mhm.
It was attached to a Holiday Inn.
Oh, gosh.
It was actually a really nice bowling center. I'll give them a lot of credit. It was very nice, but we were exhausted from the bus ride out there, and then
I said that had been what, an hour 15, hour and a half at least.
from Owego, hour and a half.
You want to talk about bad reaction? Bowl at at those college lanes, under the pool, so humid.
Oh my god.
Our buddy was actually, speaking of college bowling centers, our buddy was just telling us about BU. I guess has some lanes.
Do they?
Yeah, they're starting to install some. So they don't have to bowl at Rippick's.
But yeah, no, I remember I bowled at Owego at one point for both Owego and Candor. Not Candor, Owego and North Valley.
Okay.
Then I wound up bowling in Cardinal Lanes for against North Valley.
That's when I
against-
picked up New York Valley was when they were at Cardinal.
My first year on the bowling team, they weren't using Cardinal Lanes. They were using Owego. For whatever reason.
See,
We did.
That's
God,
a-
Shoot, we even went up to Watkins. We also went up to Watkins Glen to bowl Odessa Montour.
Oh, Jesus.
We did that once.
Well, if you're ever looking for a house that, genuinely has 50-plus year lanes on them, come to my house.
AMF Center?
No, come to my house.
Yeah, the Green Bolodrome,
God.
6 lanes.
6 lanes, 50-year-old lanes on them still. Have not been replaced. Ever. It's bad.
Yeah, and dry as a bone.
Dry as a bone if you're there during the summer.
So, John, if you ever go back and watch any of our old videos, there's a house ball challenge that Brandon and I did out at Green. We were planning on doing a completely different video that day.
Yep, that
we
went
got
down
there
the
and threw
shithole.
one shot.
And I literally placed the ball and it went gutter. I'm like, oh shit.
Because they hadn't re-oiled their. This was what, be August, I think, July
Just-
or August.
It was more in the summertime because they were just about to reshave the lanes and everything.
So, yes,
Like, redo the
So
lanes.
it was probably July, and they had not oiled, except for maybe once, since the end of their winter leagues.
Mm-hmm.
That's bad.
Yep.
That's real bad. House ball it is.
Yeah.
Literally.
And you could, yeah. I think we had a total of 3 closed frames.
3 or 4.
And that, because it was that bone dry, we could hook a house ball and make it go gutter loft 7-pin.
Yeah, let's put it this way. I was chucking a 10-pin, kind of like how you bowl, in all honesty.
Just hard as I can.
Just
flat
whip
hand
the,
behind it.
yep, just
Pretty
whip
much.
the bitch. See ya.
And my dumbass decided to go bowl sweeper that night,
Oh.
going
Welcome.
from a 10-pound ball to 15-pound ball. I made qualifying, if I remember correctly.
Yes, you did.
To say my arm hurt like hell is
Understatement.
the biggest understatement in bowling I think I've ever given.
Yep. But as of right now, high averaging green right now is
Probably,
like
what, like a 180.
high averaging green is by Carl Pratt right now, and he's averaging like 226.
Carl?
Yeah. Carl has lived at that house for years.
I know Carl.
He's my cousin. He's family. The Pratts are family.
Jesus. I feel like Dozer.
Huh?
Like, huh? Yeah. But like, I could walk in that house tonight, go down, bowl 3 games, and I could probably come back and tell you guys that I averaged probably 247 that night. Tonight, I could probably walk in and just shoot 240s with ease.
I would say that is a house that if you're bowling like hell at Ideal, Rippix, Midway, whatever,
And
go
you
there.
need to get into a good groove. If you can get into a good groove at green, you'll be unstoppable at Ideal.
Then you come down there and bowl again.
So, I think we've gone through a lot of the bowling stuff.
Yeah. Do we want to go off topic? We've been going for about
Ju-
2 hours. I'm just saying. Do we want to?
Just for a few minutes. At least.
All right. I don't have a problem with it. You know that.
I'm gonna let Mr. $806 million kick it off here.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Where to
So,
begin?
Where to start with
so
that?
for those of you who couldn't tell by over there, I'm a Yankee fan. Brandon's a Yankee fan. Converted him from a Red Sox fan. Aaron, oh, where are you? Aaron, I think you're a Yankee fan. I don't know.
Yep.
I love you.
But then there's this guy down here.
Because you know, my friend gave it
Los
to me.
Mets.
Because it was one of her old ones.
So,
But it's burned.
having the
But
off
it's okay.
season of
I don't
at
care.
least your lifetime, probably the Mets' existence.
Well, I've only been a Mets fan as long as I've known my wife, so. But before that, Yankees.
Wait a minute. You mean I gotta pick a bone with Melissa?
Yeah. Well,
Oh, boy.
she's born, Mets fan because her dad grew up a few blocks away from Shea Stadium. So
I don't have a bone to pick with her that she's a Mets fan. I have a bone to pick with her now that she converted
she
you.
converted me.
Yep. Oh, Lord.
My phone just buzzed. I would have laughed so hard if that was her texting me. Like, yeah, what about it? I don't even know if she's.
Well,
if
she
she's
has her
watching
phone in her
tonight.
hand, so we'll see.
I don't even know if she's watching to.
No, she's just sitting here watching TV. So,
Uh,
well, if I could say one thing, it's they had an old team. a lot of older players on the roster last year. They needed to get rid of some of those older players, and I'm glad that they did. They got some young blood in there. I think they have the longevity to make it successfully through the postseason. But I mean, what, 3 months till spring training? 2 months?
97 days till pitchers and catchers, I believe.
Okay. So, I mean, we'll wait till then to see
No,
how everything
no,
turns
no,
out.
that's not right. 72 days till pitchers and catchers, 97 till first game.
So roughly 3 months.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I think, we'll wait and see then. But, I mean, they're acquiring a lot of good guys, a lot of young guys. And
I mean, you just revamped your entire infield, for crying out loud.
yeah. So, we'll see. I think it's exactly what they needed.
Yeah. I mean, you just added arguably the best pitcher in baseball. What is he, 38 years old, I believe? And
I think he's 40.
Is he 40?
I think he is 40.
And the guy's pitching like he's 25 years old. Like, I mean, he's pitching better than he did in his Cy Young season in Detroit.
As I say,
Or at least what should have been his Cy Young season in Detroit if it wasn't.
That's pretty reminiscent of Nolan Ryan, actually. I mean,
right.
is he Nolan Ryan? No. I mean, Nolan Ryan's the GOAT.
Yeah.
But
I mean, and you want to talk about someone who was known for maybe not necessarily strikeouts and wins, but a hell of a pitcher with longevity out the yin yang.
Yep.
Jamie Moyer, who pitched until he was 54. I mean, if you could, and he debuted, I think, at 19. Like, if you were to tell me right now that Verlander would be having arguably the last 2 seasons of his career now at 38, 40 years old, I'd have told you were smoking something. Honestly, if you would have told me 5-6 years ago when he was dealing with like the Tommy John and the shoulder injury and all that stuff, I'd have told you were crazy. Same thing with Scherzer. I mean, Mr. I'm not a rumble pony, I'm a Met, but I mean, come on. Yeah, the two guys that when they were in Detroit, the lowest ERA in any of their 5 seasons together was Scherzer with a 3.27, and now you have both of them could easily put up 1.93s. You got back Brandon Nimmo, which you needed.
Yep.
You somehow nabbed Carlos Correa.
And we talked about that last night.
We talked about that last night. I still don't get that one. Like, I mean, it was signed, sealed, delivered with the Giants, and because of a medical issue.
Yeah, I don't know.
All of a sudden, here comes Uncle Steve. But yeah, the Mets had an issue, and I pointed this out to you last night, John, and I think Brent, I meant to point it out to you. Mets have an issue with Kumar Rocker, goes plays for the Atlantic League for a season, and the Rangers pick him up.
Yep.
And he's looked pretty solid with the Rangers. You still have Lindor, which, in my honest opinion, Correa needs to be your shortstop. You need to put Lindor either second or third with McNeil at the other one. That's me. I think if you guys had traded McNeil instead of J.D. Davis to the Giants last year, it all comes back to the Giants, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Correa's your shortstop, LeMahieu, wrong New York team. Lindor's your second baseman, and J.D. Davis is your third baseman. Set. Done.
Solid. Real solid.
They just traded James McCann, who you needed to trade. He was doing nothing for you.
Yep. Dead weight.
You have arguably the best catching prospect now that Rutschman's up, in Francisco Alvarez. You got Brett Beatty, who's probably going to end up being your left fielder now that you guys got Correa, which I think is great. You got Beatty, Canna as well for the corner.
Mark Canna,
Yep. Starling Marte in the center, and then Brandon Nimmo in right. I mean, B, tell me where there's a flaw in this lineup here.
There's not. And not to mention the whole entire pitching rotation on top of it, which is just insane.
Yeah, cause what are they? So it's Verlander, Scherzer. I know Carrasco's your 5, but they're talking about shipping him to Boston.
Yep.
Who the hell are your 3 and 4?
We just got
I mean, I
that.
know-
That.
Oh yeah, Kodai Senga.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, Kodai Senga is your 3. You got David Peterson or whatever his name is that could get thrown in there somewhere. Again Carrasco, but there's who the hell's your main 4th? It's one of those that like I should be like just kicking it and I'm not.
You know, it's funny. Speaking of the Mets pitchers, you'd be surprised at how many people are pissed off that I just lost it. We just got rid of him. Who? Yeah, DeGrom.
DeGrom.
Yes. So many people are pissed off that DeGrom's gone. It's like, you know, he's okay when he's healthy, but he's not
Right.
healthy. You can't stay healthy.
Exactly.
It's just wasted cap space.
Oh, Jose Quintana, that's your 4th.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
And then you still got Joey Lucchesi you could throw in there. Again, David Peterson. I mean, even if in absolute necessarily, Steven Ridings that you just got offhand from the Yankees could make a spot start if you needed him to.
Yep.
I mean, you still got Vogelbach as your DH. Darren
Yep.
Ruff on your bench, for crying out loud. David Robertson, Tomas Nido, Omar Narvaez as well. I forgot you got him at catcher now too. I mean, Luis Guillorme, Eduardo Escobar that you can now use as trade bait for possibly a
Yep.
left fielder, so you don't have to put Brett Brady out in left field.
Yep.
You guys got rid of Dom Smith, which was a smart move.
Yep. Very
mean,
smart.
Where are the Mets failing here?
They're not.
And like you
It's-
have, and yet
The only flaw is, can these guys play
Stay
well
healthy.
together and stay healthy? Yes.
And that's just it. I think that Buck Showalter, who's probably one of the smartest managers in all of baseball, easily has 8, 9 different lineups that he could put out on any given day
Yep.
to win you a ball game. Now, yes, some of them will definitely beat the Marlins, but they may not go out and beat the Dodgers. But when you're facing the NL Central, who's probably going to be led by maybe the Cardinals at 92 and 70 or whatever it is,
Yeah.
I mean, I'd take that 10 times out of 10. You know, I mean, yeah, you still have Wainwright and they still have Nolan Arenado and Goldschmidt and whoever the hell, Wilson Contreras. But the 1 through 9 for the Mets is insane. And to have 2/5 of your rotation covered by Verlander and Scherzer if they can stay healthy, I mean, tell me how those guys don't both win at least 13 games. Assuming they stay healthy.
That's the biggest.
That's
thing.
literally what it comes down to with the Mets now. Is just, does everybody stay healthy?
Yeah.
Like
And
I
like,
see them winning a lot this year.
If the Mets have a worse record than last season, which was what 102 and 60, if I'm not remembering correctly,
101.
101 and 61. If they have a worse record than that this year, even with the Phillies bulking up to all hell with adding Trey Turner and Taijuan Walker and a couple other guys,
I'll be surprised.
sorry, John, but if the Mets have a worse roster, I mean, the Braves haven't gotten any better. Yeah, they added Sean Murphy, but what else have they done? The Nationals are known for adding washed-up major leaguers that were in their prime 10 years ago. And then if you ask me, the Marlins, the only reason the Marlins made the playoffs in 2020 is because they took 12 teams. You know, the Marlins, in my honest opinion, are probably still 2-3 years away from a postseason, a legitimate postseason.
Yeah. Marlins are probably a bit closer, yeah. But
Yeah.
but still.
I think the Marlins are a lot closer than the Nationals. But I mean, my biggest thing is if I'm a Mets fan and I'm pissed off about DeGrom, but then 2 days later we go out and sign Verlander, I'd rather have Verlander and Scherzer because at least I know Verlander can put up a solid season. I know Scherzer can put up a solid season, even if they're not 100% healthy. Whereas DeGrom, you're lucky to get 20 starts out of, or I'm sorry, you're lucky to get like 15 starts out of him a season.
Yep.
At least the last couple of years.
Yep. Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. He's like I said, he's just wasted cap space.
Yeah.
I'm glad we got rid of him.
I think he'll do great in Texas if he can stay healthy, just because of the fact that, you know, he can pitch one-run baseball. I think physically he will do well. I do not think that his win-loss record will depict how he plays, because he can pitch one-run baseball, but there are a lot of times I think the Rangers led the major leagues last year in the amount of times being shut out. And if they didn't, then I'm pretty sure then it was the Nationals and the Rangers were close second. But and if we want to go crosstown for a second, because we gave John quite a bit of time on the Mets. The Yankees, great. We re-signed Aaron Judge. I'm all for it. They got Carlos Rodon. Fantastic. Pretty competitive 1-2, Garrett Cole and Carlos Rodon to compete with Verlander and Scherzer, in my opinion. If Cole can be Garrett Cole.
Yeah.
But if not, I mean, you have Cole, Rodon, Severino, Nestor Cortez, possibly your number 4, and then Frankie Montas. If Montas can go 8-10 with a 4.2 ERA, I'm happy. In all honesty. I mean, is that great? No, but for a number 5 starter that on the Athletics, he was their ace, and on probably at least 5 or 6 other teams I can think off the top of my head, he'd be their ace, and he's really our number 5 that could be interchanged out with someone like Davey Garcia or Domingo Germán. Okay. I'm good with that. They re-signed Tommy Kahnle. Solid bullpen addition since we're probably, pray to God, not bringing back Aroldis Chapman. Fantastic. And then they just signed infielder Wilmer Defoe today. I'm iffy on that one. I have a feeling that means that the Yankees are not re-signing Marwin Gonzalez, in all honesty. Because it's the same thing. 250 hitter that can play everywhere. Okay. Boston's gotten worse. Tampa's gotten worse. Baltimore, not quite as bad as Washington as far as adding washed-up players. But, I mean, you have Adley. God, I'm going to screw up his name. Jorge Mateo, there we go. Dylan Tate. And then they got a couple other pitchers. Fantastic. Wild card, maybe. They were close last year. The only team that's really gotten better, and even then with the trade they made today, I can't say they got better because they just traded Lourdes Gurriel, is the Blue Jays. I feel like the East, both American League and National League, are New York's to lose. I feel like the Mets should walk away with the NL East, and I feel like the Yankees, not even being biased, just from what I'm seeing, should walk away with the AL East. That's me. Was that your dad again, Brandon?
Yep.
Is he drunk?
Nope. I wish I'm sad to say that he's not drunk.
And then I don't know. The Giants just actually made some moves today that I think are actually gonna happen, signing Conforto and
Jesus fuck.
Tyler Rogers, I think, because they already had Taylor, so they have a set of twins now. And everyone's saying, "Oh, they should have signed on the Twins because they're twins." Stop. But I don't know. It's definitely been an eventful offseason. A lot of early moves that we haven't really seen over the last few years. I think even really since 2018, back when you had guys like Hosmer and JD Martinez signing places, and the big names weren't signing until February, March. So you have guys that are like sitting around waiting, your B, C, D, E level players, because all the A's aren't signing until 2/3 or 3/4 of the way through the offseason. But this has been actually kind of refreshing to see. I mean, they had like 6 or 7 press conferences this week. I mean, Xander Bogaerts went to San Diego, Trey Turner to Philly, Correa now to the Mets, and Dansby Swanson to the Cubs. Which I think is a big relief for you, John. You lost Dansby. So, I mean, that's one less player you have to see 18 times a year.
Yep.
But at the same time, you now have to see the angelic slide and Trey Turner 18 times a year. So, I mean... But they're without Bryce Harper until July. So, I mean, hey. Brandon, anything? You've been kind of quiet.
No, I've got nothing.
Aaron, Mr. Snap-on?
I'm sorry. I just got home from work,
That's all good. It's all good.
and I'm cold, so the snap-on hat's kind of warm.
Yeah.
Fair.
I think it's a single degree outside right now.
It is. It is
2 degrees.
I say my
Oh yeah,
echo
I'm
is
also wearing
22,
a Harry Potter Ravenclaw hoodie.
Out here in green, it's -3.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
God.
According to my computer, it's saying it's 2 degrees right where I'm at.
Yeah, I got 2.
Let me see.
Look at you, warm fuckers, just barely south, getting.
Wind chill warning in effect for Wego, New York.
So, John, if you had one more move for Uncle Steve to make, what would it be? Trade, signing, anything.
Oh God, I have no clue. I have zero clue. I'm not a team owner. I mean,
Pretty happy with what you got.
I'm happy with what we have. Like I said, I think the big thing was, de-aging the team.
Yeah.
I think that was the big thing. Just get some younger guys. Guys that could, last when they have to play harder and longer.
Yeah.
I mean, my buddy called it last season. He said that the team that makes it to the one of the teams that makes it to the World Series is going to be one that does not get 100 wins in a season, in the regular season.
Yeah, it was the
And he had it with the Phillies.
what 6 seed Phillies, I think.
Yeah.
Because they actually did seeding this year for some reason,
Yeah.
which I mean I didn't hate, but it was just kind of like what.
Yeah, little strange.
I mean I liked it better than how they did 2020, but that's besides the point.
Honestly, I don't even think I paid attention to baseball during COVID. Well,
Yeah, they only took 12. They only took 12 teams from each league. Hence why teams like the Marlins made the playoffs that year.
but we'll see how everything plays out.
Yeah.
I'm confident that he knows what he's doing.
I would not be surprised to see Carrasco traded. I feel like you could probably get away with sliding Lucchese or Peterson in there, and actually maybe even get a better turnout. Just again, the younger guy, because Carrasco's 34 and still has at least some value. I wouldn't be surprised to see you guys trade Eduardo Escobar, but at the same time, I feel like he could play a big role, kind of like LeMahieu for the Yankees. He can play just about anywhere. So maybe you hold on to him. But I'll be intrigued to see what happens. All right, that was a good 20-minute slot.
Yeah.
Anybody else have anything? Whether it be chat having questions, anybody up here having anything?
I've got nothing more, man.
I think I'm good.
One more circle question. I think we wrap it up. And I guess I'll kick this one off. One ball that we plan on adding, be it for second half of the season or next season, to our bags.
Sky Raptor.
Okay. I'm gonna say launch.
Aaron, you want to go or I'll go?
You can go first.
Exotic gem.
I know I'm getting launch drilled. Now, just has me looking at the ambush.
Ooh. So we might see a new one coming in. Oh. Perfect.
You might see an ambush.
Jess just said second ambush, so she already has one.
Oh yeah, she's. Yeah.
Ah,
Jess, you're not on staff, are you? I didn't think she was.
She never mentioned it. I mean, her and Gerald both in the same goddamn league.
Yeah.
Kind of like early connections.
I have connections.
aha.
Pays to have those connections.
Very much
But if
so.
it's not those, it's probably going to be a carbide tank.
Ooh, Aaron's looking at 3, but not 100% on what one's coming in.
Well, I think we know the launch
No,
is first.
we're 100% on launch. Launch is, I'm pretty sure, at the pro shop. I just need to give them the rest of the money and pay and get it drilled. Then I'll have it. I'm hoping to have it before January 1st.
Nice.
Nice.
so I can throw it on the New Year's Day Marathon at Rippix.
That's what I want to do with mine. Like, I'm literally
Well,
going to get my paycheck this Thursday,
Raptor, you
this
mean?
upcoming Thursday, get my Sky Raptor, and I'm throwing that at the...
And it's 2 different modified house patterns.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, John,
$60
have you
entry.
thought any more on that?
What
The New Year's Day?
marathon?
Yeah.
No, honestly, I haven't.
I was going to say, start the New Year's
Start
res
your
early.
resolution on New Year's
off
Day.
right. Yep.
Start it off right. First day. Bam, tournament.
I'm in there.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
I'll have to read up on it, see what that's all about. I honestly, since we talked about it, I haven't thought anything about it.
It is 2 different modified house shots being used. Both 4 games.
4-game
Break
blocks.
for lunch and rig oil.
Yep.
Bowl another 4 games. Highest series takes all.
High
Yeah, so
series out of 8.
No bracket, no nothing. It's straight through. Like,
Oh, no, they have brackets on the side. $10
Well,
brackets
but
on
I
the
mean,
side.
like, as far as, like, a
no.
step ladder.
It's not like, no step ladder.
Yeah, there's no
finals.
step ladder.
It's high
Yeah.
series. And
Okay.
and it is handicap. I was 100% sure on what the handicap is.
Hold on, I
Right.
have the photo.
So it's probably something.
And I'm on
similar to
Facebook anyways, so I'll just look it up real quick.
Probably like 80% 215 or 220 or something like that.
I'm looking. Hold up. They were live Christmas Eve. Do. Nope, that's not it. Lord, how
No
long
one's
ago did they post that? Goddamn.
I will help you look.
I feel stupid. That's not abnormal.
Here, let me go into 607.
Yeah, that was the next thing I was gonna do.
80% of 215.
So literally a sweeper.
Literally.
Based on highest average from past 2 years or 21 plus games for the current season. If you are less than 215 average, you must show verification of your current year's average. So if
So
you're
I'm
not in
gonna
the
have
system,
Wait a minute. So I have a 206 average
I have a 207.
on Fridays.
I have a
so
207
you have
on
to show
Thursdays.
them proof.
So 215 minus 2, so 9 times 80%. 7 pins.
I'm literally 1 pin below you. I have 6.
First place, $1,300 based on max of 96 entries.
96.
Whew.
Yeah, they're expecting a big turnout probably.
Yep, and right off to the side. $10 high game pot, 1 to 4. 10 game high pot, 5 to 8. Pots are scratch. $3 brackets, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, and 8. Handicap and scratch.
Mm-hmm.
First place is $1,300.
How far back did you say they were going for average?
2 years or 21 plus games for current season.
21 plus games current season. 2 years. I'd be going in with a 219.
So you're above.
You're scratch.
Yeah, scratch.
You're straight scratch.
Uh-huh. I was gonna say, good thing they didn't go any farther than that. 2019, 2020, 227.
Oh, still be scratch, but still, it's like ay.
No buffer on that one.
Nope, none whatsoever.
Is it
36
sad I'm
games in that
going?
league. That's cool. Actually, I
Wait.
for my 221.
Aaron,
227.
Wait, would they be going in with what I have currently in my Tavern League average?
it would be the high. It would be the high with whatever you've had this year and the last 2 years.
What is my Tavern? What is the
Well,
average I have in Tavern League?
If they take either of my 2 averages for this season, I think I'd
Where's
only
the
be going in with like
secretary?
a 203, 204.
I'd say if they take this season, then yeah.
Yeah, if they take this season, then yes. But
You'll
if
get
they
you'll
take,
get something at least.
yeah, and if they take anything older, it's gonna be, 219 or 214. So I'd be scratch.
Average for Tavern for me is 181.
Yeah, 'cause I feel like they would concentrate
Aaron's gonna have a
214
shit ton of
scratch,
handy.
because It's 80% of the difference. They can't give you an eighth of a pin.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing, Zach.
What?
If Aaron literally shoots 230s and up every fucking game, I swear to fuck.
Oh yeah, my
I
Wednesday
swear
night
to
league.
God.
Gets 30 pins a handicap, and then shoots 230 every game scratch.
I'd be so pissed.
I'd be like, you help me pay off my bowling balls with Doug?
Fucker.
I'd be paying off a lot of stuff.
Still.
My Wednesday average is 177.
Jesus.
Fuck.
I can't imagine how the hell that's right.
You mean just
You are-
like how
you
mine's
are
a
not
190?
Because you are not a 177 average bowler.
No.
Just remember, I've had a lot of shit nights at Wednesday.
He has had
Yeah,
like
that's
he has had like 4 or 5 fours.
That's true. You have.
And my Friday night leagues at Ripix, they will definitely not let me go in with
Well, yeah, it's got to be the high. So,
149.
yeah, fuck you.
Oh my god.
If that was your high average, I would not walk into that house.
Yeah, if that was your high, I would back out.
And because that's also sport.
Still, I would back the fuck out.
Becky, could you just falsify this and add 30 pins to it?
Fuck that.
No.
No.
Because I know I'm a lot better in a house than I am on sport.
Well, it's a good thing it's over the past 2 years and this
2
year.
years. And
Right.
Becky has all my information from the last 2 years, so Becky, use whatever my high average from then.
Totally random question. John, was I supposed to fill out USB-C cards with the 2 nights I sub?
Yeah.
Probably yes.
Yeah, you were
'Cause-
supposed to.
Because no one ever came up to me with them. I don't know if I was supposed to go up and get them or what.
I actually got up to get you a card, and I never did. On
Was that around the same?
on Tuesday, I was going to do that, but I figured since we were bowling right next to the secretary on Thursday, that she would have just brought a card over. But
Yeah.
fill one out after the fact. It's fine. It'll be all right.
No worries. I would say Becky has. I'm sure Becky actually probably still has all my information.
Yeah.
Yep.
And actually, in all honesty, Samir should too, because we did it over the summer, so they should still have all that stuff on file too.
Right.
So. Alrighty.
Alright, Z.
Well, anybody else got anything before we
Nope.
wrap it up?
Negative.
John?
I'm good.
All right. All right, guys.
Yes.
Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to Fatty and Fro, Jess, Gerald, and anybody else I might be forgetting in the chat that was watching. John, thank you so much for coming on, being our first special guest on the live stream. It was great to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Maybe we can do this again sometime soon.
Absolutely. Thank you.
And for ABZ Bowling, I'm Zach.
I'm Brandon.
And I'm Aaron.
Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, watch that, or hit that notification bell to help out the channel. Talking to you guys later. Peace out.
Peace out, peeps.
Peace.
Bye.